Hi folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly take a look at the Rogues and Villains expansion pack for Star Wars Armada. Now again, expansion packs are not a complete game. You have to buy the Star Wars Armada base set or the base game in order to actually use this. But my goal today, as you can see, nothing is put together because these tend to take me a while to do. I don't know why. It's just a pain in the butt to get these little starfighters onto these stands. But just want to quickly show you today what comes in this particular expansion. So you've got, some of your standard tokens here. And then your the bases for these here are right there. More tokens for you. And of course you probably want to see the models, and I'm going to have to get up close with these because they're pretty darn small. Okay, so let's see if we recognize any of them. Millennium Falcons there's the Outrider, it looks like Hound's Tooth possibly, Boba Fett, okay, I can't tell what that one is, I don't know what that is. Okay, this is the Hawk 290, I think, this one here. This one, not too sure about, and this is the IG 2000 or whatever it is. So yeah, I guess we'll find that out whenever we get to these cards. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and do that now, so that we can take a look and see what their abilities are. Okay, so we've got the YT-1300, so that's basically the basic form of the Millennium Falcon here. And you can see its move and fighter dice and bombardment dice on capital ships, stuff like that. And it has a counter and escort here. The counter one, after a squadron performs a non-counter attack against you, you may attack that squadron with an anti-squadron armament of 1 blue die, even if you are destroyed. That's pretty cool. Escort. Squadrons you are engaged with cannot attack squadrons that lack escort unless performing a counter attack. Alright, and then the difference here, you've got higher movement with Han Solo. Alright, and looks like a hull of 7. Again, it's got 2 blue and 2 black, and it looks like the bombardment die here against capital ships, a blue and a black. So it's got more firepower. The cost on this, though, is 13, whereas the cost on this is 26. So there's a big difference here between the two costs, between the two cards. Alright, this one has some different abilities, though. At the start of the ship phase, you may activate as if you were activated by the fleet command. Really cool. Okay. And then you've got some other things down here. Grit. You are not prevented from moving while you are engaged by only one squadron. Rogue. You can move and attack during the squadron phase. Okay. And you can see the tokens down here that he gets. Alright, the YT-2400, again, I believe it's the Outrider. Yes, it is. Okay, Dash Rendar ship. So, this one has a move of 4, hull of 6, 4 anti-squadron die, and 1 bombardment die for the capital ships. It has the rogue ability there. Cost of 16 when compared to Dash Rendar's Outrider. Let's see if there's what the differences are. Okay, well, it looked the same. This one has 24, though. This has 16. This one has Bomber, whereas this one does not. And when attacking, you may reroll 1 die for each enemy squadron or enemy ship at distance 1. So this guy likes to be in the thick of things from the looks of it. So pretty cool. And has 2 tokens down here as well. Alright, so that's you and you. Hawk 290, okay. So let's see what we got. 3 movement, 4 hull, 2 anti-squadron, 1 blue die for the bomber. Well, not the bomber, the bombardment against capital ships. Counter 2. After a squadron performs a non-counterattack against you, you may attack that squadron with an anti-squadron armament of 2 blue dice, even if you are destroyed. Okay. Intel. While an enemy squadron is at distance 1 of you, it has heavy. Alright, now I don't know what heavy is. I'm going to have to look that up. Alright, compared to this one, we've got the Moldy Crow, which is sort of the identical of this one. This one is worth 12 points, and this one is worth 19, so fairly somewhat different. They've got the same abilities, counter 2 at Intel. However, while defending, or while a friendly squadron at distance 1 or 2 is defending, it can spend your defense tokens. Alright, and here are the defense tokens down here. Alright, and it has slightly more firepower, anti-squadron. It has 3 blue dice compared to this one's 2. Alright, this is the one I couldn't identify. The Scurrg H-6 bomber. I've never heard of it. Okay, so that has a movement of 3, hull 6, 2 blue anti-squadron, and a blue and a black. I keep messing up that name. A bombardment die for capital ships. But bomber, grit, and heavy. Heavy says you do not prevent engaged squadrons from attacking ships or moving. Huh, okay. And, yeah. And, of course, the bomber. While attacking a ship, each of your crit icons add 1 damage to the damage total, and you can resolve a critical effect. Compare that to Havoc here. Let's see, 3/6, 3/6, okay, same movement, same hull. Looks like the same armament too, except this one has, instead of heavy, it has this ability on top, blue. If the defender is a ship, you may choose and discard one of its defense tokens. It's if you roll a blue critical there. Okay. Now, I'm still confused about this heavy. You do not prevent engaged squadrons from attacking ships or moving. Okay, so why would I... I'm trying to figure out how that's beneficial to you and not the enemy. I'm going to have to look that up later, but alright. Firespray 31. Alright, so you've got 3/6, 3/2 here in terms of armament, movement, and all that. Bomber and Rogue. You can move and attack during the squadron phase. Bomber, and compare that to Slave 1. This one has a cost of 18. Slave 1 has a cost of 26. Got some defense tokens here. Bomber and Rogue, Bomber. Okay, so that's the same. However, Slave 1 has an ability here. When you activate, choose one enemy ship or squadron at distance 1. That ship or squadron suffers 1 damage. So automatic damage. Also has more firepower too. It has a anti-squadron of 4 compared to 3 over here, and a blue and black die instead of 2 blue die for capital ships. You've got this is the other one I couldn't identify. The is that the Hound's Tooth? Yeah, it is. Okay. The YV666. Okay, so movement 2, hull 7, 2 blue, 2 black, and then 1 blue one here. Grit, Heavy, and Rogue. Cost of 15. Compare that to Hound's Tooth. Does not have Heavy. However, Rogue, or actually no, its special ability says, while attacking, if you have 6 or fewer hull points remaining, you may add 1 blue dice set to the accuracy icon to your attack pool. Oh, cool. Alright. And that has a cost of 23, and then there's 1 defense token there. Alright. The Aggressor Assault Fighter. Again, that's the IG-2000, I think. Yeah. Okay, so movement of 3, 5 hull, 4 anti-squadron, and 1 black die for capital ships. Counter 1 and Rogue, 16 points. Compare that to IG-2000. You've got, you ignore the escort and counter keywords on enemy squadrons. Counter 2 and Rogue. Okay, so higher counter here. Same armament from the looks of it, but this one moves faster at 5 instead of 3. Okay. Jumpmaster 5000. This is another one I couldn't identify. That's Punishing 1. Okay. Alright, this one has 4 movement, 4 hull, 2 anti-squadron, 1 for capital ships, 1 blue die there. Intel and Swarm. Swarm says, while attacking a squadron engaged with another squadron, you may re-roll 1 die. That's, I think, TIE fighters have that too, I think, if memory serves. Compare that to Punishing 1. 4, 4, 3, 1. Okay, so that's actually, you get 1 black die instead of 1 blue die for capital ships, and then 1 extra blue die for anti-squadron. Its ability, while another friendly squadron is at distance 1 to 2, it has a counter 1 or increases its counter value by 1. So also pretty cool. And the cost difference is 12 and 20, and it's also got some different defense tokens down here. Alright, and there you go. There are the pilot cards for that. So stay tuned for more videos. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out my official website, www.dadsgamingaddiction.com. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.